Consequences as a tool for discipline is something I hear all the time. Consequences are frequently viewed as a constructive discipline tool that is preferable to punishments. Whether a parent chooses to give their child consequences or not has no bearing on the reality that they are a part of life. In a rainstorm, a child who does not wear a jacket will become soaked. It is our role as parents to prepare our children for both positive and negative events in their lives, and children require consequences in order to learn responsibility and be prepared for life away from their parents. Whether you think you've tried everything and nothing has worked, or you're just getting started with consequences in your family, you can teach your child that their actions and choices have good and bad repercussions. Start with natural consequences. Natural consequences are those that occur without the involvement of the parents. You'll become hungry if you don't eat anything for breakfast while we're in the park. This kind of consequences will make them understand your point. Taking your son's phone away for the weekend because he arrived home late may seem like a good punishment, but while the phone has nothing to do with arriving home on time, reducing his curfew until he can earn a later curfew again will teach him more about time management. You can also voice your own natural consequences throughout the day to help your youngster understand that every action has a corresponding reaction. Explain that you were unusually weary today since you stayed up late the night before, making it difficult for you to stay calm and make positive judgments. Consistency. Many parents conflate the terms frequency and consistency. A consequence's frequency is determined by how often it is applied, but a behavior's consistency is determined by how often it is addressed. Consistently enforcing penalties is a vital aspect of teaching your child consequences. If you simply use consequences on a limited basis, they will be ineffective. If there's a chance they won't be punished for their bad behavior, children will take the risk of pushing the boundaries. Set boundaries. You can't teach a child the value of consequences unless you set clear expectations, rules, and consequences for them to obey. Boundaries are critical to a child's growth and development. Boundaries and norms give children a sense of security by creating regularity, which lessens anxiety. As a result, youngsters require assistance in making healthy decisions and learning how to respond appropriately when they experience bad emotions. Boundaries also help the youngster feel less entitled. They learn to respect authority people and the importance of putting in the effort necessary to obtain the things they desire. Teach children their own rewards and consequences. After limits and consequences have been established, a procedure for communicating consequences when a kid has earned a reward or a negative consequence must be established. It may seem evident why you are punishing a child for certain behavior, but it is not always true for children. When they don't understand why they're getting a punishment, it's simple for them to blame the parent for being irrational or unfair, rather than seeing it as a result of their behavior. If we want our child to improve his or her conduct, we must tell them exactly what went wrong and what they should do differently next time. The same is true for favorable outcomes. We can't just say nice work and expect them to know what to do next time they want to be rewarded. Follow through with consequences. There are a number of other reasons why consequences may not be as successful as you would like, but this should not stop you from setting limits and enforcing them. It takes some trial and error to figure out how to give consequences. In the end, children learn from a little bit of struggle. When youngsters lack limits or are constantly protected from failure, they expect people to give in to their wants and expect life to be simple. Making mistakes and experiencing the consequences of our actions helps us to develop and improve, just as making a good decision and experiencing the success that follows motivates us to keep working hard.